John, and I want to welcome you to another evening of Ethical Dilemmas, brought to you by the American Ethics Association of America. Before we begin, tonight is special in that it is our 10-year anniversary in working with Uber American Instructional Films in the production of our ever-popular Ethical Dilemma series of videos. While Uber American is known more for its work in the sports world, I'm sure you will agree it has been a great partnership, and here's to a bright future. In tonight's episode, titled Just Another Day at the Office, we chronicle a group of managers in search of new employees. The team has successfully interviewed candidates and is back at the table making final decisions on whom to hire. But whom will the team pick? Will the candidates that scored highest find job offers in their inboxes tonight? Or will Gordon, our hiring manager, say the right words to work around the system to get who he wants? Rick is also on the panel. He happens to be close friends with Gordon outside of work. Barbara is new to the process and really wants to do the right thing, but she knows she is going to need assistance in an upcoming interview panel of her own. Will she bend under the pressure? Finally, we have Sally, the HR person who is supposed to stand up for the process and ensure ethical decision making. Can she ensure a fair and just outcome for the candidates? Pull up a chair and join me as we roll tape and we ask the question, just another day at the office? Rick, morning, buddy. Good weekend?
Yeah, kind of quiet. Did some yard work. Sorry we missed you at the barbecue.
Yeah, bad timing. We'll have to set something up again soon. The wife was disappointed we haven't seen y'all in so long.
Yeah, let's plan something soon. So what are you thinking about these candidates? I want to support you, so tell me where you want to go.
Well, Deb's a cutie, so she's a go for sure. You know Greg, Chris's son from accounting. He's been pushing me hard. Remember a couple weeks ago on the golf course? He wouldn't shut up about it?
Pretty relentless, too.
Well, I do owe him. He's pushed a number of things through for me, so I want to go with Greg as well. The problem is, of course, the other candidates scored higher overall by the team.
Should be easy. I think Barbara will side with you, which way you go. Sally will push for justification, but we'll come up with something.
I just wish we didn't have to deal with all this crap. We have more important things to do, and instead I'm stuck in here justifying who I know and want to do the job we need. The bottom line is Sally can justify it however she wants, but I'm not hiring the fat guy. What's his name? Kenny? He's a liability. He obviously doesn't care about his health, which makes me wonder if he'll even care about his work too. And that Lydia? Come on, Rick. You know there's no way I can look at her every morning. I'd have to put her in another section of the building.
Gordon, come on. I agree 100%, but we're going to have to do way better than that. The big guy's grade point average is a bit low. Well, why don't we go with the standpoint that this long-term commitment thing just ain't going to work out? As for Lydia, she's had a lot of jobs over the last 10 years, so we ought to go with that.
Come on in, Barbara. How are you on this fine Monday morning? Wait, did you bring your kid?
Sitter's full. I hate Monday mornings. Look, Mason's gonna be fine. We'll just stay over here and play with his keys. Come here. Come here. Come on. You're good. Come on, let's go over here. There you go. Here's your keys. Here's your keys.
Right about Monday mornings, though. Joe is hard to work for, and that's for sure. And that staff meeting is brutal. But he does take care of his people.
I know, but come on, does he have to grind so hard in the morning first thing?
It does get you in the best mindset for the week, huh? Look, Barbara, I need your buy-in on the candidates I want for these positions. I hope I can count on you when Sally comes in.
Well, I mean, I really want to help you get the right people on board. I liked Allison a lot. What was your opinion about her?
Well, let's be honest. She's pregnant. As soon as she gets here, she's going to go out on leave. And who knows if she'll come back once that motherly instinct kicks in. You know, hiring her at this point will be a disaster. We'll be right back here doing this all over again.
Well, how do you even know that she's pregnant? I mean, is that a good reason for us to pass over on her? She scored out of the ballpark. I mean, she was a top candidate.
I get it. And of course I didn't ask that. Let's just say a little birdie told me to be aware. She did score well, but her experience is not in operations. I'm afraid that with all of her experience in more of a professional atmosphere, the operations side is going to be quite a culture shock. Don't you think?
I agree. She'll get here and hate it. Those guys on the floor are gonna eat her alive.
Okay, but I can see right through that. Nobody's gonna believe that for a minute.
What? That's my professional judgment. I need someone that will be successful in this environment. She has no experience to lead me to believe she will be. There's nothing discriminatory about that at all.
I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late. You know how Joe is, and he kept me over. Thanks for getting all the paperwork organized. Are you guys ready to discuss these candidates? If I remember correctly, it's going to be a slam dunk easy decision.
Did she actually think I was going to stay in there? I have my backpack, and I know from watching Dora, everything I need is in my backpack. Time to explore.
Well, I think we should take a few minutes to review each candidate first. Let's face it, scores do not tell the whole story, and I'd like to make sure we're using common sense as well. You know what I mean?
Well, Gordon, the process is in place, and of course we'll use common sense, but if the process has worked for us for a long time, it's been proven time and time again. I mean, come on, we used it to find you.
That's the reason we should scrap it.
Well, let me be clear. I understand both sides here. I have a hiring panel coming up too, and I want some level of flexibility in final decisions. So I agree, score should not be the final decision maker. But I'm not going to be part of a process that could be seen as underhanded or discriminatory.
We would not ask you to be, Barbara. Let's just slow down and look at each one and go from there. How about that?
Okay.
Agreed.
This is Allison. Everyone remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
She scored the highest, but her lack of operations experience concerns me. Opinions?
Agreed. Next candidate.
Wait a minute. I really thought she was strong.
Well, we all did it confidentially. She's pregnant.
Really? So, which one of you guys wants to write the check out to her and stand in the unemployment line? We cannot use that knowledge to make a hiring decision. Would you have considered her without knowing she's pregnant?
No. I want operations experience.
Is everyone in agreement we pass on Allison due to lack of experience?
Agreed.
I agree.
I'm going with this, but I suggest you forget you ever heard anything about anyone being pregnant. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Next on the list is Deb. Everyone remember?
She is pretty green. We passed on Allison for no operations experience at all. Deb really has no experience. Gordon, what's your opinion here?
Well, I agree that's how it looks. However, she interned out here for 2 summers and showed great potential. We could get her at a low rate due to her experience factor, which would really help with the budget. Besides, we know her and she fits in well with others during her internship. What does everybody think about that?
I think it's smart. She knows us, we know her, we can bring her up through the ranks, teach her what we know.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right, that leaves one spot. Who else are you recommending?
I know I saw Mom working one of these things. It's a freaking room that goes up and down. Surely I can get this thing to work.
Well, lastly, we have Greg, Lydia, and Kenny. You remember them? I'd like to go with Greg. I realize Kenny is next highest on the list, but I prefer Greg. He seems like a better fit.
No pun intended.
Gordon, please tell me this is not about his size.
Come on, Sally. You know the health issues he's going to bring. We'd be doing the company a favor. All we ever hear about is rising healthcare costs. He doesn't seem like someone that would embrace our company Get Fit for Life campaign.
Why are we going to say no to Lydia?
She would need relocating, wouldn't she?
Thanks, Rick. And yes, Sally, there's no reason why we can't fill these positions locally. We don't need the added cost, especially when we have qualified candidates right here locally.
I'm okay with that, but I'm not saying no to Kenny for his weight. What's our justification? He outscored Greg. Without acceptable justification, we are not passing on Kenny. So what's it going to be?
What a day of exploring. I have to show Mom that moving room.
Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working